Welcome back to 8th English class. Today we are going to learn a poem written by John Keats, A Thing of Beauty. Before going to the poem, shall we know about the author? John Keats, 1795 to 1821 was a British romantic poet. Although trained to be a surgeon, Keats decided to devote himself wholly to poetry. Actually, he was a trained surgeon, but he was very interested in poetry, so he devoted himself to poetry. Keats' secret, his power to sway and delight the readers, lies primarily in his gift for perceiving the world and living his moods and aspirations in its theme of language. A Thing of Beauty is an excerpt from his poem Endymion, a poetic romance. The prescribed poem, A Thing of Beauty, it is taken from the collection of poetry Endymion, a poetic romance. The poem is based on a Greek legend in which Endymion, a beautiful young shepherd and a poet who lived on Mount Latmos, had a vision of Cynthia, the moon goddess. The enchanted youth resolved to seek her out and so wandered away throughout the forest down under the sea. Here, the prescribed poem, A Thing of Beauty, the poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. A Thing of Beauty, it's a memorator. Poet name is John Keats. Here, some pictures are given. Do you admire the beauty of nature, animals, people, place or things? Here, some beautiful natural sceneries are given. Can you admire these things? Because all these sceneries are giving us happiness. So, a thing of beauty, it is give us happiness. Okay? Shall we go to poem? A Thing of Beauty. A thing of beauty is joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep, full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow are we breathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon. For simple sheep and such are daffodils, with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make. Jane's the hot season, the mid-forest brake, rich with sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens bring. Here, in this poem, A Thing of Beauty, poet says that beautiful thing is source of endless joy. Okay, line by line, shall we see the poem? A thing of beauty is joy forever. The poet says that beauty stays forever. Here, saying about nature's beauty. Here, the before page we saw some beautiful things. இயற்கையிலே அழகான திங்ஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம பார்த்தீங்க. For about that only poet is saying a thing of beauty is joy forever. Always the beautiful things give us joy. Poet says that beauty stays forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. Its loveliness increases. Its beauty increases. Increases means, what is the opposite for increase? Decrease. Increase means adhigamagunadu. It never fades away. It increase. it will grow. It will never pass into nothingness. Every time it will grow. Here poet is saying the beauty increases with the passing of time. Passing of time, the beauty increases. The 3 lines explains a thing of beauty is joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. The poet says that beauty is forever. It never fade away with the passing of time. The beauty will increase all the time. That is the 3 line explain. According to the poet, a thing of beauty is joy forever. Okay? But we'll keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. But we'll keep a bower quiet for us and sleep. Beauty is like a beautiful shady tree. Bower means a group of trees together form a shady place. That is bower. Bower quiet for us and sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Beauty is like a beautiful shady tree. Bower means a place where a group of trees grown together and giving a shady place. It's like a hut, we can say. Shady tree under whose shade all the creatures can sleep peacefully. Under the nature's beauty, இயற்கையோட அழகில் நம்ம எப்படி இருக்கலாம்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. We can sleep peacefully. How can we sleep? We can sleep peacefully and enjoy good health. See, our earth is very beautiful, but we are destroying the nature's beauty. Here poet is saying, see, long back only poets wrote this 1820s only he wrote this poem. He is saying, if nature is beautiful, that beauty will give us a shady place, and with shade we can, all the creatures of the earth can sleep peacefully and enjoy good health. But will keep a bower quiet for us. It will give us silence and we can sleep full of sweet dreams peacefully. Here full of sweet dreams means peacefully we can sleep under that and we will get, and see, earth is beautiful, really we will get health, quiet breathing, good health, good air we will get, and we can sleep peacefully and we can enjoy the beauty of nature. Okay, therefore on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Therefore on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Every day it is the beauty which fills us with the spirit to live. இயற்கை அழகாக இருந்தால் எப்படி? We will be happy. So the beauty of the nature fills us with a quiet liveliness. We will get a liveliness from nature's beauty. The beauty builds the desire in us to live and bind us to the earth. We will be bind to the earth. இயற்கையோட சேர்ந்து வாழறதுக்கான ஒரு energy we will get from that. Okay, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. The beauty which is created by God. Who made this beautiful world? Yes, God made this beautiful world. So the beauty which is created by God, which help us to remove the sadness from our heart. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Pal means covering. So, the beauty created by God help us to remove the sadness from our hearts. Whenever you see, you think, sometime you are happy, sometime you are sad. Whenever we are sad, we look around the nature, the sweet singing of the birds, the beautiful scenery, everything can remove or decrease your sadness, decrease your unhappiness. So, the beauty created by God can help us to remove the sadness from our hearts. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sleep. What are the beautiful things around us? Already I told nature's beauty, good scenery, sweet singing of the birds. Here, the sun, the moon, the beautiful things created by God is sun, the moon, then trees old and young. See how, what a beautiful expression. Old and young trees are like a blessing, sprouting a shady boon. Boon means blessings. Boon, varam. இயற்கையே ஒரு வரம், கடவுள் கொடுத்த ஒரு வரதானம். ஸோ அந்த வரதானம், அந்த பூனிலே நம்ம இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங்ஸ், த பியூட்டிஃபுல் திங்ஸ் ஆர் த சன், மூன் and the trees. How is the trees? Old and young trees. They are blessings, boon. What is the word for blessings here? Boon, varam. Is science a boon or bane? Boon opposite bane, B-A-N-E, bane. It is a blessing bestowed on all the creatures by the earth. Earth is giving this opportunity to enjoy its beauty. What are the beautiful things? Such as sun, the moon and the trees. It is bestowed by a blessings for all the creatures. Shady boon for simple sheep. They provide us with shade and coolness. See these trees, moon, sun, everything made by God, created by God. It provides us with shade and coolness. They are a boon to us. Okay. And simple sheep also mentioned here. Okay. And such a daffodils with a green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covered may glance the hot season. Other beautiful things. First we said sun, moon, trees, then such as daffodils. It is also type of flowers, plant giving beautiful golden flowers. That is such are daffodils. It is decorating the nature. Already told, trees, sun, moon, then daffodils with the green world they live in. Daffodils are also beautiful with their green world. And clear rills. Rill means stream. Stream, okay? Rill, clear stream, odai. Azhagana odai. That also nature's beauty. Daffodils, it is a beautiful flower, plant giving flower. Yeah, its world is green. Daffodils are also beautiful with their green world. And clear rills. The clear stream cools the long hot summer. How the rills help us? It is that for themselves a cooling covered may change the hot season. Hot season means summer season. It is cooling the summer season. Are you clear this? Daffodils are also beautiful with their green world. The clear stream cools the long hot summer. That for themselves a cooling covered may change the hot season. Hot season means summer season. Rills, stream, neerodaigal. It is also beautiful creation of the God. It is cooling the earth. The clear streams cool the long hot summer. This is the winding up session, the last stanza. The mid-forest brake, rich with sprinkling of fair musk-rose blooms, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens' brink. The mid-forest brake, rich with sprinkling of fair musk-rose blooms. The poet further carries on with the description of the more beautiful things. Already we told the sun, the moon, trees, then daffodils, then rills. Again, mid-forest. The poet further carries on with the description of the more beautiful things present on the earth, such as the beautiful musk rose. Musk rose, a type of rose which give nice fragrance. From that only we are making the perfumes and all. Musk and perfume also there. From that only it got the name musk rose. It have nice fragrance. Fragrance, you know, good smell. Musk rose with nice fragrance. The mid-forest brake, rich with sprinkling fair musk rose blooms. Sprinkling means falling in fine drops. In forest, what it is there? Musk roses. What is its quality? The musk roses are beautiful as well as it has nice fragrance. An endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens brink. These things are the gift from God for all of us. All the thing of beauty is the gift from God, because God wanted his creatures to enjoy. For that only he created these beautiful things. They are like nectar. What is meant by nectar? Amrudam. Okay, it is like nectar given by God to us. These all the beautiful things. It is nectar. Here the last 4 lines it is mentioned as musk rose, fountain and all. It is a beautiful gift from God. Why God is giving it us? Because he wants us to be happy. So all these things are like nectar given by God to us, because these are beautiful, which are immortal. Immortal means azhiyatadu. Mortal, opposite immortal, and gives us reason to live on this earth despite having so many sorrows in our life. Here, an endless fountain of immortal drink. Immortal drink എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമുക്ക് അഴിയാമയെ കൊടുക്കുന്ന ഡ്രിങ്ക്, അതായത് അമൃതം. It is not here. We are believing it is in a God will immortal drink, that is nectar, pouring into us from heaven's brink. What are the things? Lot of sorrows in our life, but at the same time God is giving nectar to us because we want to enjoy. So the last stanza poet carries on with the description of the more beautiful things present in the air, such as musk rose. What is the speciality of musk rose? Nice fragrance. And these all the good things are, beautiful things are the gift from God. They are like nectar. Nectar, another word, immortal drink. Amrudam, given by God to us. These are the beauties which are the immortal. All the beauties are immortal. First line also, poet is saying, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Beautiful things never pass into nothingness. Never it fade away. Final last line also poet is saying, these beauties which are immortal and give us reason to live on this earth despite having so many sorrow in our life. If we have many sorrows in our life also, this beauty will inspire us to live. Okay, children, I hope you understood the poem. This is a memoriter, so you read very well, Write in your note 3 times. Then you learn well and write home test and get parent sign. Okay, children, thank you.